What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Casa Bonnie. It's your girl Bonnie Scotch coming at you with another recap for RuPaul's Drag Race. This is All Stars 8, episode 8, I think this is. And the name of this episode is Your Winner, baby. I don't have any notes for this episode. Let's just talk. Oh, quick church announcements. I will be on Jade NXD once again this week. So I'm going to go ahead and link that video in the description. Whenever that airs, there's going to be a 15-minute preview on YouTube, and then the full episode will be on patreon.com/JadenXD. And I was on their big show this week. So not just the Patreon episode, you will be able to catch me everywhere that you can listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, all of those things. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, I'll link that in the description. But let's just get on into this episode. I didn't even bother to watch this episode twice because it was so annoying. It was aggy. It was aggravating to my spirit. And I just chose to not go in that direction. And I am choosing my peace. I'm choosing my joy. I didn't enjoy this episode. We'll get to it, later, but let's just go through it really quickly. This episode wasn't really about much, It was a design challenge. And, we get Alexis thanking LaLa Ri in the very beginning for saving her. I'll never forget this, whatever. The girls have to design an outfit based on previous All-Stars winners. So they have a bunch of fabrics in a trunk. We have fabric inspired by Kylie Sonique, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck Taylor, Shea Coulee, and who is the other one? Candy had Monet, Alexis had Trinity the Tuck, Lala had Shea Coulee, and Jessica had Kylie. Am I forgetting some? Oh, Jimbo had Trixie Mattel. That's who I was forgetting. So we get in this episode that Jimbo is, pretending that they are going to be so pressed for time and that, they may not have time to do this and that. We come to the understanding that Alexis has upped her sewing skills. And did you guys notice that, at the very beginning, we got, Lala saying that she has to win. Obviously, this is a design challenge that she hasn't done so well in traditionally. So we already knew what it was going to give from the very beginning. So yeah, let's just talk about the runway. Let's get to it, child. On the runway, I'm going to talk about them in order as I remember them. Candice's Muse. I think that she looked great. I'm just tired of seeing her in black. It wasn't a bad look by any means. It was pretty good for a beginner sewer. I have to give her that. The hair and the makeup was puss. It just looked so soft and delicate and beautiful. And that shade of pink is really flattering on Candy. But she had some issues with construction and the length, of course. But I didn't mind this look. The next look, we have Jimbo coming down the runway with this pink latex puff sleeve number. I think Jimbo looked good. I think this was the most fashion forward look of all of the contestants, and I wouldn't have minded seeing Jimbo in the top for this one or even pulling a win. Have Alexis Michelle coming down the runway with this maniacal grin on her face. If I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw that smile, I would shit myself. So yeah, that was a lot of teeth and a lot of smile. But the orange hair looked great with the purple gown. I mean, I've seen this gown so many times. It's a gown you can throw on Jada Essence Hall. It's a gown you can throw on Angeria or any of the pageant girls, Alyssa Edwards, anybody. It didn't really have a true identity to it, and I think that's my issue with Alexis. We don't really know who she is outside of being a mess, kind of messy and going back on her word and things like that. But it was a good look. It was a good look. It was well constructed. It was beautiful. Next, we have Lala Ree. Lala, this was a great job considering where you were at with the paper bag challenge during your season. So the color looked great on Lala. This wig was a fool and a mess. It's my understanding that this was Alexis's wig. And, I don't ever want to see anything like that ever again. Like, I I was just so offended by like the white strip of hairline. It was abysmal, but I'm just like, was this sabotage on Alexis's part? Like, I was just over the whole thing. But Lala Ree, I love you. I love you. Just know that. I know that this is not your strong point, but it's okay because you have other strong points, and one of them is performance, and that's mostly what I care about. Next, we have Jessica Wild. Jessica actually had my favorite look on the runway. It was very early 2000s reminiscent, and in my mind, I'm a Y2K video vixen, so I love seeing this flounce up and down the runway, the movement, the colors, the rhinestone, and the rhinestone detail. And for Jessica to have, bang this out with a glue gun, I was very impressed, and I love that slit. So, yeah, that was the runway. It was a decent runway, I would say. But, we knew that they were going to set this up for Alexis to have the win because she didn't have any wins yet. She was lip syncing to These Boots Were Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. And the lip sync assassin, surprisingly enough, was Nikki Doll. Did Nikki Doll even win the lip sync on her season? No shade to Nikki Doll. She's a beautiful girl, but when did she become a lip sync assassin? What is even the criteria for being a lip sync assassin? Like, I'm so curious. Is it just availability? What is it giving? Anyway, Alexis was very proud of her split that did not even touch the floor. I want to see your crotch fully smacking the ground. I need to see it fully touch. Else it's not a split. It's just like a glorified stretch. So anyway, Alexis won. And in her lipstick, she chose Lala Ree, which, to me was especially foul considering like you gassed this girl up to tell her you would never forget her. And thank you so much for saving me in the last episode. And you were flirting with her all season, and it was just a really disgusting display. I didn't love when she was like, this was a hard decision, and I'm not joking, bitch. I thought it was so tacky and overdone. Can you guys tell I'm just over it? Like, I've had it. You know what I mean? Congratulations, Alexis. Congratulations on having a very unsuccessful redemption as well. Like, these girls come back for a chance to be redeemed in our eyes, in the eyes of the fans and the general audience, and reconnect with us and show us the evolution of their drag. And I see how Alexis has evolved as a drag queen, but as a person, I don't love that. I don't like the way that you move. I don't like the way that, Alexis is always crying and whining. And, let's talk about Untucked really quick, because this was the worker for me, because I hurried up and rushed to Untucked because I just had to know what Alexis was giving in this episode. And the worker was, she kind of let Lala know, I'm going to let you down in this one. You had an imaginary alliance with Candy. You wrote this letter to Candy. Later on, I found out that she wrote a letter to Heidi as well, trying to join the alliance. But Candy paid your ass dust. Candy ignored the hell out of that letter. She didn't even regard it enough to respond to you, written, verbal, or otherwise. Like, I just can't imagine like how crunchy you must feel like knowing that you wrote a letter to these girls, nobody responded, and you still went on with this alliance that you and you alone made up. It's like Candy is likely going to get farther than you, Alexis, because Candy is actually like, RuPaul's favorite. So you just kind of shot yourself in the foot with this one. Congratulations, Alexis. You played yourself. This was one of my least favorite episodes of Drag Race. Usually I like to watch a few times, and all I could stomach was the once. So yeah, that was my review, guys. I usually do maybe like 25 to 30 minutes, but this episode wasn't giving, and it was really annoying to me. I'm so sad to see Lala Ree go home. Lala Ree, we're going to miss you. Shout out to you for being the voice of All Stars 8, and Jessica Wilde for the win, y'all. I'm Team Jessica, and that's that. I wouldn't mind seeing Jimbo take it home either, but I'm here for Jessica Wilde to win this game. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. I'm trying to think of if I had any other notes, if I had any other thing in my mind that I wanted to talk about. Not really. This really just got on my nerves so bad. It was just, I was annoyed with myself too, because I was like, how did I let Alexis trick me? Like, she already let us know she an ain't shit person. Like, when she threw Darian under the bus during the Scream Queens challenge, it's like, your character is so flawed. You know what I mean? Like, child, whatever. And you know what else too? Don't get online talking about how you regret your decision, and if you had a chance to do it over, you choose differently. Shut up. Shut the hell up. That's how I feel. Just shut up. Like, I prefer when somebody makes a decision and they at least stand 10 toes down on their shit. Give a reason. I picked Candy, but just stand on it. I don't want to hear all this, oh, I wish I chose to. Shut the fuck up. That was mean. But, that's what it gives. It's like, Alexis, shut up. You're still a talented queen and a talented girl, but I don't care. I don't care anymore. Anyway, guys, hit the like button for me. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this episode. Let's chat. Let's talk. Again, check me out on JadeNXD. That's patreon.com/JadeNXD. And I'm going to go ahead and link that episode in the description whenever it airs. And I'll see you guys next week for the next one. Peace.